tell the greatest lies and wear a brilliant disguise, but you can't escape the eyes of the one who sees right through you. Tom Robbins. We all want growth, success, and fulfillment. But let's be honest. How often do we stand in our own way by lying to ourselves? The hardest truths to face are often the ones we bury beneath layers of excuses and self-deception. Maybe it's time we dig deeper and pull those truths out, one by one. The process can be uncomfortable, but nothing is more freeing than living in alignment with who we truly are and what we genuinely want from life. When we stop lying to ourselves, we finally unlock the potential that's been hidden all along. Think about money. How often do we say we want to make more, to achieve financial security, to reach the next level? But are we really committed to putting in the work it takes? The truth is, success isn't a mere wish. It's a journey. Are you showing up consistently, pushing through when it's hard, and making sacrifices to reach those financial goals? Or are you lying to yourself, hoping that somehow things will just fall into place? The only way to bridge the gap between wanting and achieving is through focused, honest effort. Success doesn't come for free. It's earned, and it requires facing the truth about what we're willing to give. Sometimes we lie to ourselves about our readiness. We might think we're prepared for the challenges that come with growth, but are we really? Or do we resist, clinging to comfort and familiarity? Growth demands that we step out of what's comfortable and into what challenges us. You can't hold on to both safety and success. At some point, one has to give. The question is, are you ready to stop lying to yourself about your readiness and take that leap? Then there's the issue of envy. It's uncomfortable to admit, but many of us feel envious of others' success. We may even criticize them, undermining their achievements in subtle ways to soothe our insecurities. But here's the truth. Jealousy only limits us. It binds us to our own dissatisfaction, keeping us from finding our own path. Instead of envying others, why not celebrate their successes and let it inspire you? Use their story as motivation, proof that success is possible. When you release jealousy, you free yourself to grow without limits. Another lie we tell ourselves is that we don't need anyone's criticism. We convince ourselves that we're better off without feedback, especially when it's tough to hear. But real growth often comes from tough love, from people who see our blind spots and aren't afraid to point them out. Have you ever distanced yourself from someone just because they were being honest with you? Maybe their words were hard to hear, but they were likely exactly what you needed. Stop lying to yourself about why you pushed them away and ask yourself, are they trying to help you grow? Our relationships are mirrors, reflecting truths about us that we might otherwise ignore. Are your friendships and relationships strained? If so, be honest. What part did you play in that? Did you react defensively, dismissing their feedback? Did you avoid tough conversations? A healthy relationship requires openness and humility. You can't expect others to be transparent with you if you're not willing to do the same. Stop lying to yourself about your role in strained relationships and take a proactive approach to healing and growth. When it comes to life satisfaction, it's tempting to lie to ourselves that things are fine. But are they? Are you genuinely enjoying your life? Or are you settling, making excuses to avoid change? Life is short, and pretending you're happy when you're not only prolongs the time you're missing out on true purpose and joy. If you're not satisfied, ask yourself why. Dig deep and confront the reasons behind your unhappiness. Growth starts with acknowledging that fine isn't good enough. We also lie to ourselves about what's possible. How often have you convinced yourself that you're stuck, that there's no way out of your current situation? This mindset keeps you from exploring opportunities and seizing the chances that could change your life. The truth is, as long as you're willing to try, there's always a way forward. Stop lying to yourself about your limitations. Challenge them. Seek out resources, mentors, and new paths. When you believe that change is possible, you unlock doors you didn't even know were there. For many, self-doubt is the biggest lie. We tell ourselves we're not good enough, smart enough, or deserving enough to achieve our goals. This lie keeps us from pursuing our dreams, from stepping into the fullness of our potential. It's time to silence that inner critic. Speak words of encouragement to yourself. Replace self-doubt with self-belief, and see how quickly your world transforms. The only way to silence the lies is to affirm your worth. So start with accountability. Accountability is another area we often avoid. We lie to ourselves, blaming others for our shortcomings rather than taking responsibility. But accountability is empowering. It allows you to take control of your life. Acknowledge your mistakes, learn from them, and move forward. The only way to grow is to own up to your part in creating your reality. Don't let lies keep you from the freedom that accountability brings. Fear also keeps us stuck. We lie to ourselves saying we're just being cautious, when in reality, we're simply afraid. Afraid of failing, of rejection, or of the unknown. But fear only holds as much power as we give it. Every time you face your fears, you weaken their hold on you. Embrace the truth that fear is a natural part of growth, but it doesn't have to control you. Let courage guide you, and watch as your confidence grows. At the heart of all of this is one simple truth. Freedom comes from honesty. When you stop lying to yourself, you free yourself from the chains of self-deception. You open yourself up to growth, fulfillment, and true happiness. It's time to stop hiding from the truth and to start living in alignment with it. So, let's face it. Life is too short to live in denial. The truth may be uncomfortable, but it's also the foundation of growth. When you confront the lies you've been telling yourself, you set yourself on a path toward real, lasting change. You start living with purpose, integrity, and power. So are you ready to stop lying to yourself? Are you ready to take control of your life, to own your action, and to live with intention? Growth is waiting, and it begins the moment you choose honesty. So stop lying to yourself and get the life you truly deserve. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.